Okay, let's look at some test taking skills. In the map, number 1, in the map below, the dotted line represents 4 directions to reach a treasure chest. Use the ruler provided to measure the length of each dotted line to the nearest centimeter. Ooh, it changed it up. Now we're measuring to the nearest centimeter. So make sure you have your reference chart and you're looking at centimeters. Okay. So which measurement is closest to the total length in centimeters of the dotted lines shown on the map? So you're going to use centimeters and you're going to measure each. So remember, if it's past the half mark, it will go to the next one. So this is about 6 inches. It's like 6.5. So I'm going to put 6.5. This one is 6 inches. I'm sorry, 6 centimeters, not inches. 6 centimeters. I even have centimeters right there. So 6 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. This one over here by the palm tree is, that's the beginning, that's the end, about 6 centimeters as well. And this one is about 9 centimeters. Okay, so let's see which one is closest to our total length in centimeters. So let's go ahead and add our 6's. So 6, 12, 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. We have a half there, so we'll just do like 18.5. Plus 9, so 18 plus 9. 9, 10, 17. 1, 2, so 27.5. So this one is, our closest measurement is 27, which is B. Number 2, right here, just again, pay attention to your unit of measure. This one said centimeters, but you don't know what it's going to ask you on your test, if it's going to ask you for centimeters or inches. Mrs. Richardson is putting a tile border in her hallway with rectangular tiles like the one shown below. Use the ruler provided to measure the line segment below the tile to the nearest inch. So here they're asking for inches. How long will her tile border be in inches if Mrs. Richardson uses 13 of these tiles? So here we go. Use your ruler. There's my inches. And let us see. This is 3 inches. So I'm going to write 3 right here, 3 inches. So here, because we are solving for 13 tiles, we're going to go ahead and use the get strategy. Okay, we want to solve for 13 tiles. So the get strategy, groups, each, and total. And for the G is divide, E is divide, and then multiply. So for my groups that I'm solving for, well, I'm solving for 13 tiles. What do I know about each tile? Well, each tile is 3 inches. So I'm solving for my total, so I am going to multiply. So I'm going to do 13 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. So my answer is 39 inches. So record and fill your answer in the bubble on your answer document. So remember that when you are using an answer document, make sure you label if it's what place it is. So there's no decimals. So you know that when you have your decimal, it's going to be 0, 0. This is your ones place and this is your tens place. Number 3. Ricky caught 2 grasshoppers. Use the ruler to measure the length of each grasshopper to the nearest centimeter. So you're solving to the nearest centimeter. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure to the nearest centimeter. And this first one is 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters. The next one is 7 centimeters. And then let's continue reading. Which measurement is closest to the difference? difference in centimeters between the length of these two grasshoppers. So the difference is subtraction. So we're going to subtract 9 minus 7, 987. So your answer is 2 centimeters because we're subtracting 9 centimeters and 7 centimeters, which is 2 centimeters. D is your answer. So remember, again, look at the unit of measure. Number 4, Clarissa bought a spool of string. Clarissa bought a spool of string for her kite. The spool had 240 yards of string on it. How many feet are equivalent to 240 yards? Okay, so how many feet? So they're giving you the yards, so we want to know 240 yards, this is what we're solving for, equals blank feet. So 240 yards equals blank feet. So we're going to go back to what we did earlier with the chart. So we're going to follow those steps. So here we're going to look for our equivalent measures. So what do I know about yards and feet? So let's write that first. And if I go to my reference chart right here, it tells me that 1 yard equals 3 feet. So that's what I'm going to write. 1 yard equals 3 feet. 1 yard equals 3 feet. So then my next step is, what is my plan? Well, I'm going from yards is larger than a foot. So I am going from a large to a small unit. So I am going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply. What am I going to multiply? Well, I'm going to multiply what I'm solving for. 240 times 3. That's what I'm going to multiply. So I am going to, I can also, I'm going to do 240. Let's do it over here on the side. 240 times 3. So I'm going to do 1 yard equals 3 feet. So whatever my yards is, which is 240. Well, if we follow this, let's go ahead and follow this. Our plan. It's our foot times 12. So here we're doing yards. So it's going to be yard times 3. So yards times 3 equals blank. And then it's my number sentence. So 240 times 3, and that gives you my answer. So 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Your answer is 720. And here is my answer, letter G. 720 feet. Number 5. Okay, on number 5, it is an alligator picture. The picture below shows an alligator and a frog sitting beside a pond. Which measurement best describes the actual length of a full-grown adult alligator? Guys, a full-grown and actual length. They want to know the actual length. All right, so let's look at this one. Feet. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what these measure, okay? So foot. A foot measures what? It's about the size of a ruler, right? A millimeter, tip of pencil, width of dime. So it's a very small unit of measure. Inches, a color tile, or we said the first joint on your thumb. And then we have centimeters. The centimeter is about a unit or pinky width. Okay, so now let's look, and they're all in 10. So we know for sure we can eliminate millimeters because 10 tips of a pencil would not be the length of an adult alligator. Color tile. Well, think of this. Remember we said it can also be the first joint of your thumb. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 inches is less than a foot. So no, an adult alligator would not be less than a foot. And then 10 centimeters, the pinky. Okay, pinky, 10 pinkies. That one's out. So your answer is A. That is the reasonable answer.